morning, afternoon or evening, depending on what time of day you're watching this, or indeed whereabouts in the world you are. I'm MoD, this is Euro Truck Simulator 2, and we are in the middle of a job that we started on the live stream still, the one where we're heading to Grimsby. So let's just get the sat-nav on the go, turn you on. Oh, we've got a long time, we've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. So, hi guys, oh shoot, how's it going? Let's just pull out on you now. Look on that right hand mirror, see how they weren't going to wait for me? Let's switch our attention to the next side. Yeah, they're not waiting for us at all. Well, I suppose the fun thing to talk about this time, today, of all days, is there's work going on the 1.9 patch for Euro Truck. So what does this entail? Mostly, it's taken them so long to update from 1.8 to 1.9 because they are going to be they're completely rewriting the AI. For example, if I hold the left indicator on now, nothing will now overtake me to my left because people will see the indicator and wait. If I'm waiting to pull out onto a road, eventually somebody will let me out. I've already seen glimpses of this behaviour going on, but very, very rarely. When it comes to junctions with traffic, oh, someone on the right. With traffic joining a road, it doesn't just queue up like it always does. Well, they still get the horrible traffic just magically turning sharp across the road like this. They turn so much. I'm proper ragging Matilda here, and we're not turning that sharply at all. So, what's going to be in the 1.9 patch? The brand new traffic car AI system, improved maneuverability with touches to suspension and collision physics, which is going to be intriguing because I already use a physics mod for that sort of thing, so we'll have to turn that mod off for a bit just in case there's any conflicts. See how new vanilla Euro Truck handles. Differently, I imagine. There's going to be early support for Oculus Rift and gamepad controlled mouse cursors, which means I assume I can do things in the menus without having to use the mouse, which is awesome. Very frustrating at times having to use the mouse, but then go pick up the joypad quickly. Improved handling of the automatic gearbox with more gears, interaction with cruise control. That I'm very happy about, because the amount of times we've tried to blip the throttle or dab the brakes to try and get it to go down a gear just to get a bit more acceleration when we're going up a hill. Very, very handy, that one. Improved compatibility with semi-broken prefabs used in mods. I have no idea what that means, but it sounds impressive. Sounds very, very impressive. And there's improved error handling in radio playback, and I really need to update this bloody playlist, don't I? The F's give me a few good requests to play, and I just haven't got around to adding them yet. Sorry, dude! I will get around to it at some point, promise you. Other things in the 1.9 patch, the sound. There's going to be V8 engine sounds for the Scania R and the Scania Streamline. Doesn't overly concern us on this particular game. Also relating to the trucks, the models themselves, the Scania Streamline is going to have improvements to the model, textures, paint jobs, new parts and accessories. You may need to, however, if you do use these Streamline guys, you may need to visit your truck dealer and repurchase some of the parts. The Volvo FH16 has got some improvements to its interior, windscreen wipers and shadows. If I remember rightly, isn't the FH16 a recent addition along with the Streamline? And thinking of other recent improvements, the Iveco Highway, that's also a recent addition, isn't it? That's had improvements to its dashboard computer and also shadows. Paint jobs are now properly applied on add-ons in the interior view, and there's numerous map improvements. Not sure what he means by map improvements, just that there are some. Now that's it for the patch notes for 1.9. Very, very funky, I think you'll find. And wow, we covered that in a whole 4 minutes. What else to talk about for the rest of the episode? I haven't planned this one again. Can you tell? What else is there we could discuss? Oh, whoa, ow. Oh yeah, we're already damaged the trailer. It doesn't matter much. We could talk about an idea I proposed on the SCS forums. SCS being the developer of Euro Truck Simulator and other truck simulator games. They're quite good at it, don't know if you noticed. And one of the ideas I came up with recently is one that I've actually quite think needs, I really do think this one needs to be in the game. At the moment we're driving something known as a Class 1 truck, which is to say it's articulated, it pulls trailers. What I would like is Class 2s as well. They're the solid ones with a big box on the back of them. They don't have the twisty bit in the middle where the trailer joins onto. It is just a truck with a box on the back, and that's it. And they're slightly smaller than this one, hence Class 2. But imagine, you know, I don't see any Class 2s on the roads at all, at any point ever. It'd be nice to at least see them on the map. And then you could expand that idea. You could go to vans. I'm not overly fussed about having the ability to use vans for courier jobs. And there's been some people on the forums commenting that I shouldn't really be proposing vans as a idea for doing transport work, because this is a truck simulator, not a company development simulator. Well, you know, I agree with that. I just suggested that as if you wanted extra immersion, maybe have extra aspects to the whole courier aspect. We are technically couriering a load right now, after all. So why not expand that vision to vans and Class 2s? And then someone suggested make the Class 2s a sort of mini game where you have to physically load them up with a forklift truck. Could do. We'd better pull over here and have a rest stop. But I'm really going back onto the new patch though, 1.9. It's in beta at the moment. All you have to do is go onto your Steam, activate your profile to accept the beta patches there, and the rest should be self-explanatory. Well, if you're a good enough user to know how to use Steam, then I think you'll be alright with activating the beta. But when does the patch actually go live? I don't actually know. Engine malfunction, yeah, come on. The game is stealing all of my money. Let's come a bit wide. No, we're about to beat a wall. There we go. Watching the trailer, there we go. Now we need the resting spot. Yeah, I know we're yawning. There we go. That'll do. So what does everyone actually feel about my idea? Having extra lorries in the game. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to add them, I don't think. Yeah, you need new models and you need to build extra bits onto the shops. The forecourts even, where you can actually buy trucks in the first place. But I think there's some potential there for some good fun. You wouldn't need to add too many jobs, it'd just be a case of whether it's a Class 1 or a Class 2 job, and I'm sure they'll be filtered based on the truck you're driving at that time. Turning out. Let me out? No? Okay. Dear. We have properly stuffed Matilda recently, haven't we? We have. Poor Matilda. How's everyone doing? You doing alright, guys? Did I mention I'm pumped for the 1.9 patch? I'm really looking forward to the 1.9 patch. I also can't remember. Did I mention in the last episode about the Lego movie? If I didn't, you need to go watch it. It's brilliant. Go watch the Lego movie. Really, highly recommended. Channel updates. We are on a 2-week break from F1. I'm going to be doing some F1 content still. I mean, we're going to, on my channel at least, there's going to be a video showcasing all of the liveries. And I do believe in the case of the human teams, there's individual liveries for each team, so that'll be interesting to see. The only team we haven't done a livery for now is the Force Indias, and I'm going to be responsible for skinning that one. Given how good a job Locke's done of the Sauber, well, my Sauber, the Williamses, the Toro Rossos, the McLarens, the everything really, Locke's been Brilliant. Absolute. Oh shit! Barrel roll, not good. No, not the central reservation. Ah, you went for the central reservation. And, oh dear, we have properly bust Matilda up now. Damn it. But yeah, that's going to be one video showcasing off all the liveries. They're not going to be available for download. They're just for us, but we want to show them off because Locke has done a really good job on the ones he's done. Watson's done a brilliant Ferrari, actually, thinking about it. Did Squirrel do the Squirrel did the Caterham. They are... If you like having headaches because of going blind, then the Caterham is brilliant. I'm hoping my Jordan lives up to at least the standard of Watson's and Locke's. I hope it's not as hemorrhage-inducingly awful as the Caterham. No offense, Squirrel, but that Caterham does make me want to pull my eyes out. It makes me want to race without my glasses on. That's how lovely it is. Although I gather Squirrel's done that on purpose, just so we could avoid them better. Which makes a certain amount of sense. I can respect that. Doesn't mean to say I necessarily have to like them. Although, now I've just said all this, I've opened myself up to a huge amount of criticism should my Jordan, my Force India, be subpar, shall we say. Pokemon, thinking of Squirrel. Me and Squirrel last night tried to record a bit of a duel. It didn't work because Squirrel's computer kept on... Not his computer, his Game Boy client kept on crashing. We're trying to use an emulator to link up to each other. It didn't want to play ball, so we had to knock it on the head, which means no more duels, unfortunately. It is a massive shame. But it just means we can concentrate then more on the adventure. I would love to get hold of me a Mew. I really, really, really want a Mew. I was going to get a Mew for my final party against the final four. I should say against the final duels against Watson and Squirrel. But we can't even do that now. Which is a bloody shame. It really is. I was quite looking forward to that. So, sorry about that if you're expecting some fights for Pokemon, but we can't get it working. We've tried. We tried for about an hour last night to get it working. And it just didn't want to know. Interesting choice of music today. It's exactly the same as what we've heard in the past. I'm thinking of glasses. There's a little something on my glasses that won't go away, and I can't get. You get, you know, anyone out there wears glasses, you know what I mean. You get, especially if you're slightly OCD about keeping them clean and tidy. There's a little, oh thank God for cruise control, little white speck on my right lens, and it's just driving me up the wall. And by driving me up the wall, I mean I have to drive with cruise control on so I can clean them. Hence the wonderful steering corrections we're trying to do now, because we're not actually driving with... It's like the equivalent of driving with your knee on the steering wheel right now. There we go, we're back in control. Foot down, off we go. Car Mechanic Simulator, people are still watching that, aren't they? We'll have to do some of that at some point. Minecraft, we've finally found Larry! Finally found Larry! Very happy about that. It's always good to have a little furry friend in your life. Cats are for life, not just for Christmas. As any of you that regularly watch this channel know, Larry is just one of many pet cats in my life. I've got 3 real cats, actually. 3 black ones. If you've ever watched the... Is it the 250 subscriber special? Yes, that's the one. 250 subscriber special. Come on, let's go. We're holding up the traffic here. Jeez, come on, Tildy. Then you'll this. The title of 250 sub special is Meet the Cats, where I introduce you to Boots, Sooty, and Sweep. Boots and Sooty decided to make a reappearance during the 1000 subscriber special, actually, and that was fun, shall we say. I'm trying to build Lego, and they're trying to say hello and be annoying. There's cats too. How far into Europe are we? We've been driving for 15 minutes. I'm curious to see how far we've been going for. Oh, we're not too far away then. I'm wondering if we're going to get this done today, actually, in the time I've got available to me. I might have to finish this off with a Sunday episode. Running on a timetable again. It's fun having my life. It really is. And maybe on Sunday I should actually sit down and do a proper fucking plan. Rather than just picking up a joypad, fire up the game and going, hey guys, how's it going? We're driving for charity. I can't even tell you how much we raised for charity at the moment because I haven't had a look on the justgiving.com website yet. By the way guys, justgiving.com/mod1982. And if you don't want to donate, share the video. Let everybody know what we're doing here. Tell them I'm good. I'm not good, but let them know that anyway. They don't need to know the truth. What is the truth? Well, the truth is that I'm apparently amusing. Oh, money's coming in. We're nearly at the £100,000 mark, which is a lot of dollars or euros, depending on which way you paint your currency. That's the money. In the background, you can now hear a soundtrack from Kingdom Hearts, actually. Under the Sea. Because, yeah, the Little Mermaid was in Kingdom Hearts. That's fun. I love those games, actually. Kingdom Hearts were a big part of my depression, actually. I could relate. It's. Whoa, 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 dickhead! I hope they fixed that in the new update. They better do, anyway. Oh, we've got enough time for one more rest stop. Awesome. Come on, Tildy. But yeah, back when I was really badly depressed, I played Kingdom Hearts to death, and I have the Heartless symbol tattooed on my leg and my arm because I like the game that much. And I suppose back then, just my way of dealing with the depression was to embrace it entirely. You know? Right. Let's go. There we go. Good Tildy. But yeah, in my head I was thinking I should embrace this darkness, this depression. I don't suffer from it, I enjoy it, and I think from that I somehow found the strength to pick myself back up again. It was a fucked up method, but it worked for me. It doesn't work for everybody. But I think that what it made me do was realise I am depressed. I will get out of it one day, but for now, let's just ride the wave of miserableness, because there will be better days out there. And from there, I think that's when it started getting uphill, because I realised there actually, what if what I'm saying is true? What if there are actually shinier days out there? And then I had a good day once, and then I enjoyed this good day, and it just snowballs from there. So if anybody out there is actually suffering from depression and wondering what should I do to pick myself up, don't embrace depression to the point where you start doing stupid shit. That's just retarded. But if you use it to see where you are and realise that, there are going to be better days out there, then give it a shot. Worst can happen, you stay depressed. Worse off you already are then. But don't do nothing. The worst thing you can do is nothing. Or even, for example, in your hometown, state that the mental health care is useless, as a friend of mine is trying to do at the moment. He's not even trying to help himself right now, because he's a gormless dick. I mean, I've done alright. Other people in my life have done alright, but this one guy, he's just like, nope. You're not even trying to help himself. Which is frustrating, actually, considering my own experiences with depression, and this guy will help me out a bit. And now he's just decided to go too far the other way. Which is a shame. I miss him in my life. I do. We all do. Doesn't help that he's fallen in with a new crowd right now. Got himself some new friends. He doesn't need us anymore. Only talks to us when he wants something. Nice to be used like that, Always nice. No, let's snap out of this mood now, Mod. We're in a happy mood. We're having a great time. Work's going well. Real life is going well. YouTube is going well. It's going well, everybody. It's going well. Oh, windmills. Think they've get YouTube going well. I've got an itch. I need a new game. I haven't bought a new game for about a month, and I have an itch and need to scratch it. Not that I've got anything wrong with my existing catalogue of games. I've got a fantastic, rich, varied collection of games, PCE, otherwise. Maybe my next major investment should be not a game, but a capture card, so I can actually fire up a PlayStation or a Mega Drive and play some proper games, the way they were meant to be played, not like through an emulator. The quality of the videos might suffer a bit, I'm sure, but to see the actual way the game was meant to be, playing with an actual Mega Drive joypad rather than a 360 joypad, and through something like Fusion or Gems. Plus also it'd be a lot easier to play PlayStation games. I tried to play the original Formula 1 game. Great game, but you can't see anything on the menus. The menu is missing in places, which is... It's weird, it makes no sense. And there's no way of turning the menu back on. There's no options to hide layers or anything like that in the emulators I've been using, so very frustrating. And I think the best way to do it is just use an emulator, use my actual games. I've got a massive catalogue of games in my room that I haven't played for years because I've just not had the space or the opportunity. Although I'm sure I could quite happily make space to play some nice old school games. I mean, there's a 360 propping up the end of my bed at the moment. I use it as a keyboard stand at night. Just to paint the situation in my room for how small it is. There's a wardrobe, there's a small stack of magazines, then there's my bed, and then that's it. There's some shelves on one wall and above my bed, and the computer is behind my bed. My monitor is on the actual end of my bed, because there's a wooden end, as it were, a flat bit, and you can put the thing on. I seem to have made Murtai giggle. Did I say something wrong, darling? Shut up your cake hole.
All I heard was you say wooden end.
Oh, I've got a wooden end, have I? Do you like my wooden end? Murtai likes my wooden end, everybody. So yeah, I've got two monitors on the end of my bed, and the 360 is there as well, on the just up against the wall on the end of the bed, and I put my keyboard on there at night, so I don't have to reach behind the monitors each day to get the thing. Quite convenient actually, my setup at the moment. I might take a picture and put it on Twitter at some point, just so you can see how little space I have in here. And we're hoping at some point in the next 2 or 3 months to, once I've paid off all my debts, get our own place, me and Murtai. Hopefully the idea is, if we get a 2-bedroom place, one of the bedrooms can be a studio for me. I mean, at first we were joking about the idea and toying a bit, but then Murtai's like, actually, why don't you have a proper studio? The ultimate goal would be a 3-bedroom place. Bedroom for us to do what we want to do in, like sleeping, you know. Second bedroom for a studio for me, so I could do my artwork or my YouTubing. And the third room would be a study for Murtai. Or essentially, not a study, but more of a library, I think would be more accurate. Because Murtai is really, really big on her books. And she doesn't have the space at home either to store any books. She's got a bookcase, and I think she wants like at least 1 million bookcases filled with books. Say again? Beauty and the Beast? Are you trying to say I'm the Beast? So you're the blonde bitch Belle, and I'm the ugly ogre beast that's struggling to be a nice guy. Is that what you're trying to say? I don't have anger issues. Belle is so ditzy though. And they sing the most horrible songs. Don't get me wrong, Beauty and the Beast is like my favourite Disney film ever. And I don't even know if people can hear you on the microphone, so I'm trying to repeat stuff, obviously, so people can actually hear properly, but... You can have that library at some point, you just got to buy it yourself. Aren't I a great boyfriend? I'm a great beast, I've got body hair where body hair shouldn't exist. Did I just kill you? It's all that testosterone in my body. It needs to leave. You should help me out with that at some point, darling. No, I meant the removal of testosterone from my body, not turn me into a girl. Fuck you. Anyway, let's turn this back into a family-friendly recording, shall we? Let's quickly look at the map before we get too carried away with what we're doing. And I need to get rid of these. Fuck off. What? Fine, let's have a look at new upgrades. What new upgrades have we got? Wheels. Absolute fury. They look nasty. New screenshots. Yeah, great. Go away. We don't need to worry about that. World map. Thank you. Excuse me. Ooh. Actually, I think we might have enough time. I'm supposed to be at a friend's house in 5 minutes' time, and yeah, I don't think we're actually going to get there in 5 minutes' time because he lives a 15-minute walk away. Unless I stop what I'm doing now and then get in the car. But I'm planning on drinking tonight, so I'm going to be leaving the car at home. Good, responsible drink driver, me. I don't, basically.
Not one drop.
Not one drop. And this is one guy actually. I go to a McDonald's drive-thru in a town locally, close to me, every now and again, and he's trying to ask me if I'll be drinking late. It's coming up to the weekend. You gonna have a pint later? I'm like, I would, but I'm going to be driving after. Not even one. Nope, not even one. I refuse to drink. I like my drink, I really do, but I like my car more. Especially since I've been waiting a long, long time to get my driving license and actually be able to drive. But I think we've covered that in previous episodes, haven't we? I really, really do like my driving. Besides, I can have the beer at an occasion when it suits me more, as opposed to, oh, I must get blindly drunk this weekend. I mean, I think there's more to life these days. I blame the depression, or lack of, these days. I mean, I'm still depressed. I just have learnt to deal with it a hell of a lot better. And so it knocks me a bit more when, say, you know when you get below the belt humour? I'm up for a laugh, I'll rip the piss out of anybody till the cows come home. I will quite happily do that. But when somebody has to go a bit too far. For example, at work, I had my second cup. We have these. We buy cups in and we fill them with coffee and tea mugs, teacups. You know, that's sort of, you know, an actual mug. I'm probably making a mountain out of a molehill here, aren't I? But yes. Anyway, point being, I've had 2 mugs smashed since Christmas, and so, it wasn't even me that's breaking them. So you can imagine my surprise when the guys are trying to have a laugh at my expense and try to wind me up that I can't have a cuppa. Or even that apparently it was me that broke the cuppa that I was nowhere near at the time. For me that was a bit... Fine, take the piss out of me. So long as it's actually my fault you're taking the piss out of. I didn't break that coffee cup, so go fuck yourselves. And they didn't quite get that, so they went even further down the road of winding me up. So I went into a sulk for about 2 weeks with them. And I think they got the hint this time, finally. But, yeah, as I was saying though, it's just a lot harder for me to deal with, since I don't have the greatest sense of humour anyway in terms of socially interacting with people. Never have done. Always struggle to get along with people to a degree. But having that experience in my mind as well is just... Little jabs always knock me a little bit harder than they should do, you know? Not much, but when it just builds up and builds up, eventually you just don't have much option but to just shut down for a couple of days and ignore the world. And I was very close to that a couple of weeks ago. Very close. Luckily had good people around me to lean on, and also my own personal experiences to realise, actually, you know, I can pull my head out my arse. So I did. What's the original point I was trying to make? Yeah, I don't actually remember. Drinking and driving. Don't do it. Don't do the drinking and driving. There we go, end of. Say again, Murtai?
That's what you started talking about.
Okay. Yeah, one day I think we'll have to have you in the passenger cab sat there next to us, and we can do an interview with Murtai. And then people can send in their questions, and I'm gonna guess one of the main questions is, so bitch, when are you doing your first recording? Because we hit 1,000 subscribers, and she has to keep a promise, which is along the lines of, I'll do a recording, I'll put it on my channel, everyone can watch it and realise how crap I am, tee-hee-hee. And I'd be like, actually no, people watch it because you're awesome. You know what will make Murtai better than other girl gamers out there? The fact that she won't be getting her tits out. That automatically makes Murtai the best girl gamer ever. We were just talking about girl gamers on Twitter last week, actually, about how they always feel, well, not all of them, but the vast majority of girl gamers I've seen always have to have their face cam up, or they have to let people know that they've got a pair of tits. And it's just like, really? Do you really feel the need to prove that you're a girl, other than the fact you've got a girly voice? Really? Oh wait, you're just doing it to get people to watch your shit because you're an attention whore. You're not doing it because you enjoy gaming. You're doing it because you are actually... Oh, bloody bump. That bit there needs fixing. But you know, that's why I reckon Murtai would be a brilliant where are we going? Hull. That's right, we're going up there. Brilliant gamer. Needs a bit more of a gaming catalogue. I mean, she's got Minecraft, Pokemon, Warcraft. What's that other one I got you?
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate, yeah. Okay, you got some games. But I reckon that people would enjoy watching Murtai content purely because you want you game as opposed to flashing everyone a bit of cleavage. Look what I've got, boys! Fucking I'm lucky if I see your tits! Uh-huh! Uh-huh! True! Seriously, she's always permanently cold, right? Always permanently cold, and everything's wrapped up. Oh, that's a nice pair of something you got there. Can I have a look? Does that mean I get cold? Just a peek. Go on. But I'll be cold. I'll be frozen. Brr, brr, shiver, shiver. And oh, I've just realised the money's on over 100,000. Yay! We'll have to start building things up in the company. Hello, Mother. It's only 9 o'clock, Mum. Not my problem or fault. And how far away from destination? Hold 2 hours. I think we'll just finish up now before Mrs. Walowitz completely kills me. Dream big, guys. We'll see you on Sunday. Bye bye.